Good afternoon and welcome. I'm Robbert Dijkgraff. I'm the Director and Leon Levy Professor here at the Institute for Advanced Study, and it's a great pleasure to welcome you here at this event, a sad event, but also a celebration of the life and work of our dear friend and colleague Jean Bourgain. And I know many of you were here just a few years ago when we celebrated his 61st birthday. It's wonderful to see all of you here, this gathering of Jean's friends and colleagues. And I would like to start by extending my deep condolences and lasting friendship to Jean's family in particular, to his wife, Mai Chung-Chang, his son Eric, and also his sister Claire and her husband Bart, who regrettably are not able to see us, but undoubtedly will look at these proceedings online. Also particularly want to thank Claire, his sister, who has provided such wonderful medical care to Jean in the last few years. I also want to thank Helmut Hof and Peter Sarnak, professors here in the School of Mathematics, for organizing this two-day conference in honor of Jean. And I want to thank many of you, and in particular the speakers and those of you who came from far, to kind of honoring Jean by your presence here. So we all, I think, will agree, Jean was an exceptional colleague, an inspiration and a mentor to numerous mathematicians. He joined the Institute as a professor of mathematics in 1994, the same year he was awarded the Fields Medal. Despite a long battle with cancer, Jean remained resilient and dauntless and continued to his work with great generosity and grace until his death on December 22nd of last year at the age much too young, 64. He was incredibly prolific, having published more than 500 papers. His powerful insights led to deep advancements across mathematics, including analysis, number theory, probability theory, and statistical physics, as well as mathematical physics, computer science, and even cryptography. In awarding the 2018 Steele Prize for Lifetime Achievement to Jean, the American Mathematical Society recognized him as, quote, a giant in the field of mathematical analysis, which he has applied broadly and to great effect. In many instances, he provided foundations for entirely new areas of studies. In other instances, he gave mathematics new tools and techniques, end quote. Jean was born in Belgium on the 28th of February, 1954. He received his PhD and habilitation from the VIA University in Brussels. Prior to his appointment to the faculty of the Institute, Jean served on the faculty of the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign, at the IHES in Bure, close to Paris, and on the faculty of the California Institute of Technology in the Hebrew University, Jerusalem. Among his many, many awards, Jean received the Breakthrough Prize in Mathematics in 2017 and the Crawford Prize in Mathematics in 2012 together with Terence Tao. Jean was bestowed the title of Baron by the Belgian government in July 2018. In association with this honor, Jean designed a coat of arms with an inscription in spem contra spes, in hope against hope. The actual coat of arms contains a particular version of the Polonian circle packing. Only 3 of the circles are visible, and he's described this as these touching spheres as the areas of geometry, dynamics, and number theory touching. And in fact, there's probably an infinite set of mathematical subjects that Jean touched himself. His work resulted in many remarkable insights, attracting a great deal of attention among researchers worldwide. He impacted how we live our everyday lives, from applications such as the production of structures that exhibit randomness, an essential contribution to theoretical computer science, to defining the relationships between such familiar operations as addition and multiplication. With an extraordinary ability to explore and ultimately resolve a variety of seemingly intractable problems, Jean provided techniques that have found numerous applications beyond those for which they were originally developed. And they have also allowed other mathematicians to achieve their own unrelated goals. Beyond his daring originality and intellectual power, Jean was a great role model, a truly generous mathematician who widely influenced researchers in areas across the field. I think we all believe that math is a universal science, and I think we also strongly believe in the unity of mathematics. But I must say it's rare to meet a truly universal mathematician. I think Jean has come as close to that ideal as is humanly, I would say superhumanly possible. And I must say the IES is honored that we would be home for him so many years. I know in the official notice of his passing, it simply said mathematician. And I think actually that's a great honorific. His friendship, his insights, and his presence here on campus are already greatly missed, and also around the world. But I'm sure he will continue to inspire current and future generations with his brilliance. And I think this two-day celebration will help to cement that legacy. And I'm again so grateful to all of you that you'll come and be with us here to celebrate this. Now, before I announce the next speakers, also a practical point of view, we'll be again have a further celebration this evening with a dinner in our Simons Hall. And for those of you who haven't yet registered for the dinner, it's still possible to do. Just see Meredith, who's standing here in the back and is waving her hand right now, or any other of our staff in the tea break. So now with these introductory words, I'm very pleased to welcome Peter Sarnek and Avi Viktorsen, both professors in the School of Mathematics, who will start this two-day conference and will speak more about Jean and his work. Thank you very much for being here.